Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video here we successfully created our other cost, and that is our other cost view page, right? So right now I want to insert this data. So if you want to insert it in our view page, that is one of the button as a add other cost. So now I want to create one of the route. So now let's do that work. So go to our view page. So that is our other cost view, right? So to the account I have created another folder as a other cost, and that is our other cost view page. So into the view page that have also one of the menu, that means not the menu, one of the button as add other cost. So now I want to create one of the route. So route will be as other, I name it the same as other cost add. Okay, so this type of one of the route I want to create. And if you now create it, go to our web route. So that is our other cost route area. So now I copy it. That will be obviously another get method. So into the get method I name that in our view. So right now there is a profile view, right? So you don't need this. So that is our other cost add. I copy it. That will be as a other cost add. Okay, that will be as a other cost add, and then I want to create one of the route as a other cost add. And then in our other cost controller I want to create one of the method. Our method will be as a add. Okay, I name that as a other cost add. So this type of one of the method I want to create in our other cost controller. Now go to our other cost controller. Here I want to create this. That will be one of the public, and then function. I have to actually load one of the page, right? I only have to do, and that will be the same. I copy it and here I paste it. So right now we don't need to pass any data, so that will be as a clean. That means in our backend, into the account folder I have created as a other cost folder. Into the other cost folder I want to create another one of the page that will be as a other cost add. So this type of one of the page I want to create in our other cost folder. So if you want to create it, then in our other cost here I want to create another new file, and I just click as a save as and name it as a other cost add .blade.php. Okay, so that will be our page. That means that is actually our page, right? So that will be one of the form better from our marks management, employee management. If you go to that employee registration, here actually I have added multiple field. If you go to that add employee, so you can see there is actually the things. So there is employee name, father name, this mother name, the salary, joining date, and that is a profile images will be also needed. So here also we need that our field as a date, amount, description, image, right? So that is actually the four field that I want to insert it from to this area. So right now I want to actually get all the data from our employee add. Okay, that means in the employee add I want to take it, and then we'll customize it as per our demand. If you go to that employee folder, into the employee folder there is an employee registration, right? Into the employee registration there is an employee registration add page. So right now I copy everything from here. I copy everything, and now in our other cost add page I simply paste it. Okay, here I simply paste it. There is also one of the script for the show images. I think you already remembered that part. So first of all I want to change that name. Now this name will be as add other cost. Okay, add other cost. So now if you click as a save all, and now I want to first of all check it. If you now go there, click as a refresh, and now click as a add other cost. So it's now showing as an undefined variable because of all there should be some of the variable. So now we have to actually change it. Like there is our field, that is our another mobile address. So that is actually the gender, and here there is a religion, date of birth, the designation. You can see for the designation actually is getting that error because of all I didn't pass any designation, right? So right now I remove this option. From here, and then but now it should be visible. Now if you click as a save all, and now refresh it, so that is all that our field, right friends? So right now here we don't need to actually display all that field. I want to remove all that field. Okay, I want to remove all that field. Only I want to take that salary and that is this type of one of the date format and the images, and also we need another description. So that is all that our field, that means the date will be needed, amount, and the description will be as a multi-part, and then the image. So I want to actually remove every field. I only want to take this row column. So if you want to do that work, that is in our other cost page. Into the other cost page, I have already put a lot of the comments, so it not should be hard for us, because of all you can see that is our first row. So right now I want to remove total first row. So you can see there is and first row, I remove it. There is a and second row, so I want to remove that second row. So that is our remove that second row, and also I want to remove that third row. Okay, so that is actually and third row. So I simply remove it. Only I want to take one. So that means the call MD4, and then I take one of the row as a fourth row. So there is a MD3, there is a 3, there is another 3, and then there is another 3, right? And after that, if you click as a save all, and now if you go there, click as a refresh. Yeah, perfect. So now you can see there is a add and the other cost. So now I want to change all that our field name. Our field will be right now, I want to take as a amount. Okay, that will be as a amount first. So now I name it. So that will be our first one. Okay, right now that is our first one. Before that was a salary. I make it as a amount, and also I want to change that name, appropriate our database table field name as a amount. So that will be as amount field. That will be only the date field, and I want to make it appropriate our database field name as a date. Okay, that will be as a date, and then I want to change that name, that will be as a date name, and then that will be the profile image, not the profile. I make it only image, and our database field name is also for this as an image, right? You can see that is actually the image. Perfect. That means everything is now great, and here I have already passed one of the ID as the image ID, and then that is our show ID, right? By default that will be show that default one of the image, and that I have already used one of the script for this one. I have already discussed about that things with you, that is image ID and the show image ID, right? That means right now if you first of all I want to save it, I click as a save all, and now if you go there, click as a refresh. So now you can see that is our amount, there is a date, so there is a date format, and there is the image. So now from here, if you choose any image, like right now I choose this type of one of the image. Now if you open it, and you can see whatever the image you will choose, automatically this image will be loaded on here. So for the reasons here, I have already created one of the JavaScript. So with this JavaScript we can display it, right? That means it's now perfectly working. And also we need another field. We need another field for the description, right? So description will be one of the text type. So I want to actually first of all create another row. That means there is a row, and then that is our call MD will be needed, right? I want to take another one. So better I want to make right now for this page, I want to make it as a fast. Okay, that means the fast. So that will be as a fast row, and that will be as and fast row. Okay, and fast row. And now after that I take another row, I take another div, and then I put one of the class. I make it as a row class, and then here I put one of the comment as a fast row. Sorry, that is a second row, right? So that will be as a second row. And now I put some of the comments for this one. Okay, I put some of the comment, and that will be the second row. And with the second row I take another div, so that will be as a call MD. Okay, I put as a class as a call MD. I make it as a call MD12. Okay, so that will be our total, because only one field will be needed. So for this I want to do, and if you go to our project, into that means in our template, into the template right now I want to open our template, and from this position I want to actually take one of the text form. So if you go there, so that is our component. There is a form. If you go to that form, if you go to that advanced or the form validation, so here you can see that is actually the text area. So right now I want to take this type of one of the text area. Better I want to click as inspect and go to that our appropriate this form group. You can see that is actually one of the form group. So right now I select it and click as the edit form group, and now I select total things from here, and now I want to apply it in our this call md12, and here I simply paste it. Okay, I simply paste it, and better I make it on here, so that will be as a description field, right? So now I want to change it. I change that name, that will be as a description. So that will be as a description on of the field, and that is our text area. Okay, text area name, I name it appropriate our database table field name, our database table field name as a description. I copy it, so that will be as a description. Our ID will be as a description. Okay friend, so that's all. So now if you click as a save all, now let's check this out, and also I want to end it. That means the end, that means and first row, right? That means that will be as the and second row. I put some of the comments. Perfect. So now if you click as a save all, and now go there, now click as a refresh. Yeah, perfect. So now there is our amount field, and that is our description field, right? So now from here you can add some of the description as per your demand. So friend, that's all. So that is our amount field, there is our date field, there is the image field, and there is our descriptions field. Right now I want to insert all the data from to this position, and I want to insert it in our database table. That means database this table, right? So that is all that our field. So now I want to add it. That means right now there is also one of the submit form, and to the submit, that is actually one of the form, right? So right now I want to add one of the route for this one. That means that will be one of the form. You can see there is one of the form, and also there is a post method, and also from to this position I want to insert some of the images. So for the reasons our NC type multi-part form data will be needed, and now our route will be as store other cost. Okay, I name it as store other cost. Perfect. And now we have to create this route, and that will be obviously one of the post method. Now go to our web route, and now I copy it, and then I paste it. So as I told you friend, that will be not much hard for you, because we did this type of work a lot of the time. So I copy it, that will be as a store other cost, that will be as a store other cost. I make it as a other cost store, and then in our other cost controller I want to create one of the method as a other cost store. Okay, so that will be our method. So now I want to create this method in our other cost controller. Now go to our controller, and after this I name it as a public, and then function, and then our method. Okay, so that will be our method. So as I told you, a lot of the time when you use that as a post method, so that will be as a post, right? So that will be as a post method. When you use that post method, you have to pass that as a request, right? So I pass that request, and then the $request. So that's all you have to do. So now from to this position we have to insert all that our data. So better friend, I want to continue this process. In our next video we'll complete our stored data from our this form. I will actually insert some of the data. I will insert that amount, date, images, and the description. So how can do that work? In our next video I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.